Hello, and welcome to Week 2 of MAN583, Strategic Planning and Implementation. I'm the professor, Dr. Greg Parson, in case you don't remember me from last week. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the upcoming assignment. Now, there's going to be the traditional discussion post, but more importantly, you're going to be writing a little paper about an organization. And what's going to be important about that, and I'll go into it in more detail, is that the organization that you choose to write about will be the organization that you'll be working on through the duration of this class. So it's going to be important that you choose an organization that will fit the requirements of the rest of the assignments. So that's the primary reason that this is going to be an important lecture. So go ahead with it, and I look forward to hearing from what you've got to say in class. Your assignments for Week 2 are laid out on this screen. You'll be doing some reading from the textbook. You'll be reading chapters 3 and 4, and you'll be referring to the associated PowerPoints that you'll find in the Start Here section. After you've done that, then you'll be working on the discussion post, okay? And then there'll be a paper due this week. The discussion post involves one of two possible topics. You're to choose one and write your post based on that. Topic 1 is discussing the development of a corporation's societal environment. And this is discussed in the book. And then the relationship of how the societal environment can affect the corporation or the organization in its task environment. So that would be one topic you could choose. The other topic would be looking at how decision makers look at strategic factors in the external environment. Think about those, refer to the book, and choose one, the one that seems to be most interesting to you. Again, you'll submit it through Safe Assign Draft and Safe Assign Final, and when you've completed that, take your text and go to the discussion forum, and you'll be then copying and pasting into the discussion forum. The second assignment for Week 2 is your organization paper. You'll be writing a description of the organization that covers the mission, the vision, the values of an organization, and talking about how those affect the outcomes that occur in their achieving their strategy. Again, you'll be using Safe Assign, but unlike the discussion posts, when you submit to Safe Assign Final, this automatically gets turned in. So those are the two assignments, and I'd like to explain a little bit about the paper that you'll be writing because it's important. Both your paper and your discussion posts need to use outside references. I realize that you use your textbook for your primary reference, and there's not a problem with that, but I would like to see more journal articles, going to the library and researching based upon the material that you find there. It supports your paper. It provides more outside perspective, more objectivity. It makes your discussions seem stronger because the reader realizes that you've looked at more things, that you have a broader and deeper understanding of the subject, and the same is true with the paper. So for the discussion, choose the topic you want to work with, and that'll motivate you more to do a little more research. Now with the paper, again, you're going to be choosing an organization, and this organization will last you through the entire class. So it's a good idea to choose a company that you have some familiarity with. It doesn't have to be the company you're working for. In fact, that may be a poor choice. But at least you should have some working knowledge of a company and what they do. It should be in an industry and a business that you have some interest in. And you should choose an organization that you can get the required information, because as you look ahead to weeks 5, 6, 7, and 8, you'll be writing papers that all deal with this same organization. You're going to have to write a paper in week 5 on the environmental and financial analysis of that organization. So you're going to need to be able to access information that is related to their environment and finances. In week 6, you'll be writing a strategic choice and implementation paper. In week 7, you'll be writing a strategic plan. In week 8, you'll be providing a PowerPoint presentation for the organization. So it's very important in week 2, as you're preparing your choice for the organization, that you realize this is going to be organization that you're going to be working with through the entire course. So you got to be smart at this stage to end up working with something that is going to provide all the requirements necessary for you to complete the rest of the course. If you have any questions about this week's assignments, you know how to reach me. I'm more than happy to talk this over with you. And if you're thinking about a particular organization and would like to say, well, do you think this is a good choice? Would this work for the assignment for this class? Again, that would be a perfectly valid question, a good question to ask, and that we could discuss. We could actually discuss it in Ask Questions, and so other classmates can see what the issues are. Okay, good luck, and I look forward to seeing what you got to say in week number 2.